Well, it's time to sit down, grab a sweet tea in your hand, on a worn-out rocker with a view of this southern land. I got the crickets singing low and the fireflies in the sky. It's front porch talking time, let the world roll by. It's time to sit down with a little front porch talking with our friends Robert and David, a Southern Fried Podcast. They're gonna talk about Donald Trump, they're gonna talk MAGA, but they're keeping it real like only Southern boys can. You might agree or you might just sigh, but they're Southern fried till the day they die. A little gospel, a little grit, and a whole lot of pride. They speak from the heart, never got nothing to hide. From D.C. to Dixie, they'll stir up the stew. If it ruffles your feathers, well, that's what they do. It's time to sit down with a little front porch talking with our friends Robert and David, a Southern Fried Podcast. They're gonna talk about Donald Trump, they're gonna talk MAGA, but they're keeping it real like only Southern boys can. You might cheer or you might ask why, but they're Southern fried till the day they die. They got stories, opinions, and a joke or two. Laid back truth with a country point of view. So pull up a chair, don't let the night slip by. There's wisdom in that old southern sky. Yeah, it's time to sit down with a little front porch talking with our friends Robert and David, the Southern Fried Podcast. They're gonna talk about Donald Trump, they're gonna talk MAGA, but they're laughing and living and loving the land. You might stay or just stop by, but they're Southern fried till the day they die. Yeah, they're Southern fried till the day they die.
Well, good Friday evening to everybody out there, and welcome to the Front Porch for some Front Porch Talking right here on Southern Fried Podcast. I'm Rob, that's Dave. We're here to get your weekend started off right. This episode brought to you by Patriot Mobile. If you ain't got no Patriot Mobile, you ain't got no good cell phone service. Get out there and get you some Patriot Mobile. Good American people, patriots. They serve America, and they want to serve you as well. Use that promo code Cornbread. Get a free month on us. Dave, how are you doing this evening?
Running a little bit late, but not too bad. Just for the Rumblers, we have the studio, but the Southern Fried Podcast, I think it's StreamYard. I think there's something going on with StreamYard. It's not, you can't get it loaded. So we'll not be live to Southern Fried Podcast. We'll be live to SF Podcasting. It is working on the studio side, so is what it is. I have a picture I'll try to get pulled up here in a second. Just took it today.
Oh,
It'll take me a minute to get it up there.
okay.
Let's turn that pretty cool.
Well,
Well,
just
we're on the front porch, and God bless everybody.
yes, and just let everybody know, we finally got our weather down here in South Georgia, and my internet is running slow. So if I'm running behind on stuff, I apologize. I mean, it's just creeping.
Yeah, mine's been slow. The satellite radio was acting up a little bit. So is what it is.
Yes. We are here and we are happy.
Always happy to be on the front porch with our friends.
That's right. So, oh man, yeah, we're fixing to get hit with a big old slug, sir. I just got pulled up on the radar. We gonna be in this mess for a while. It looks like it's still forming out there in the Gulf and sliding right over on top of it.
We've had a lot of rain up here.
We needed rain down here bad. I mean, bad. And I am proud to see it come in. I mean, thank the Lord for it. I hope it don't get up there on y'all because y'all got way too much, but we needed some bad. So I know the farmers are jumping up and down singing glory, glory, hallelujah. Let it rain. Hey, Barry, no rain in Gainesville as of yet. It looks like it's drifting on up, sir. It's moving in. Oh. So while you're pulling that up, I'm going to bring up a couple of news items that I found today. I got two of them. I got one on my phone and one over there. Apparently, a lot of these nut job liberals have jumped on John Fetterman. And, you know, the legacy media, of course, jumps right in there with him. Of course, he's pro-Israel. You know, you can't have that and be a Democrat or a liberal up there, I guess. So, I mean, they're all just smearing him. Yeah, what I thought was, I mean, Democrats and Republicans both are coming out in his defense. One comment that was made on this, I like John Fetterman. I don't agree with all of his views. I don't like the fact the way he dresses when he goes to Congress, but you know what? It is what it is. You know, he sticks up for what he believes, and you know, I can appreciate that, and I respect that. Here we go. Out of Philadelphia, radio host Nick Kyle, Kayal, remarked on X that he's seen more reports critical of Fetterman's health in 4 days than were seen in the press about former President Joe Biden in 4 years. I mean, come on, people. Oh, there's no bias in legacy media. None. That's sarcasm. So, yeah. We got to say this. Let's get in lockstep.
Yeah, they're trying to destroy him, and it's obvious. I think I covered this in a MAGA report, and they brought up all kinds of old stuff, even stuff way back when they refused to admit that he had some sort of a problem when he did. But now because they talked about him sitting at a table by himself drinking a soda. Well, if that's crazy, then I'm nuts because I've done that many times.
I have, you know, and you're absolutely right, Barry. A lot of Democrats do feed on their own. Hi, Grandpa Hickory. Glad you're here with us.
Hello, folks.
And we got the other story that I wanted to hit on real quick was, you know, we had a illegal in the country, an illegal immigrant. This is off Fox. Drove drunk, killed an innocent mother, and is now on the run. He killed her and is running away just as hard as he can. And they say this is because Democrats didn't do their most important job, protect their constituents. This is precisely why the Trump administration is taking action to hold these so-called sanctuary jurisdictions accountable. You know, yeah, it's that is just absolute silly. It's silliness. They forget the constituents that elected them in. They don't care about them anymore once they get in office. Grandpa Hickory, that is absolutely right. Michael and Barry, we are having some issues with Stream. Okay, with Rumble. Okay, you got it. So, yes, I remember when you did a crime, you went to jail. So, you get your picture there, Dave?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
It was on my phone, so it's taking me just a minute.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of a pain in the rumpus. Were you going to comment some more on Fetterman there?
No. No, I think you covered it.
Okay. I don't, and as far as these knuckleheads, stepping in on illegal immigrants and these judges and stuff, they're trying to keep them in the country just as hard as they can out of the Biden era, whatever.
There it is. Just came in today. Magnet for the truck.
Uh-oh. I'm loading slow here.
So everybody will be seeing
there
the Breadheads, our logo, and Patriot Mobile with that promo code Cornbread wherever I go.
There you go.
My wife loved it. She wants one for her car. So we'll do it.
That's awesome, dude. Barry said, I do everything. I think he meant from my phone. I wish I had a desktop that would help me zoom in.
Yeah, it does help. Some things you just can't do from your phone.
Yeah.
As much, there's things in the podcast can't do from a phone. Instagram can't do from a phone. It won't let us. You have to be on a desktop.
Yeah. Michael said he wants one too.
You want one of them? That turned out really good, man. I tell you, I put that together in about 15 minutes. Zoomed it up to print, and it came in with about a week, maybe slightly over a week, and the colors look great. That picture does it justice. It jumps off. It just jumps off. And the hard part was figuring out what to leave off, because I want to put more than that. I'll probably end up getting one or two more, and having one for the other side that has a couple of the other images of the podcast, maybe Mammoth Nation on one, with a QR code, and then a couple other of the logos. But yeah, that worked out really good. Yes, we do, Grandpa Hickory. We definitely do. Nowadays, I was thinking about this when I was coming home from the hospital. Everybody today, they want to classify as, it's a mental health issue. Well, yeah. Yeah, if you're killing people, that's a mental health issue. I'm sorry. We lock your butt up. I don't care. Used to, if you acted stupid, you acted weird, you was beating on a sign, talking crazy, there were some people pulled up in front of put you in a little white jacket and took you off somewhere till you could act right. Some people don't like that, but we got people running around that are nutso. I'll say it.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
They just think that they shouldn't have to be locked up somewhere, but if you can't, get them on medication, get them the help they need before they do kill somebody. Some of them are innocent, but some of them are violent. And for these criminals, we're going to have to. I'm all for upping the ante on these illegals that commit crimes in our country. Murder, we don't got to send them back, bud. We got something called a death penalty here. I think we ought to use it more for people that are killing our young people. We're not going to let you sit in prison. We're not going to let you go back home. We're just going to take care of it right here. Enough's enough.
Absolutely. Mm. Hey, I got a picture I want to put up real quick over at the Cafe Lily here in Colquitt. We had Mr. Gill on during the Mayhaw Festival. Y'all look at these cupcakes. Y'all down here in this area, and y'all ain't getting some of this, there's something wrong with you. Look at that. Lemon blueberry cupcakes. Dude, check him out. Don't tell me you couldn't eat one of those. What do you think, Dave?
Well, I can't because I'm not supposed to, but
Well, I'm
they
not
look
supposed
great.
to either, but I think I'd have to bend the rules. Uh, I'd have to bend the rules a little bit on that one. Uh,
Well, he got arrested. They'll probably give him a slap on the wrist, but they did arrest him.
yeah, good, good. Let's start making a stand. I mean, come on. I mean, when are we going to make a stand on it? Let's start doing it. Uh, grilled pimento cheese and bacon. Yes. Oh, they're good. You're going to have to make a trip down here just to South Georgia just for the food, dude. Because I'm telling you, dude, we've got some awesome, awesome stuff going on down here with the food. Uh, uh, I say that is at least a good portion of that is right, but there's people in this country that's buying it. There's people in this country that's facilitating. So I don't know. You can't blame it all on China. So, but yeah, it's definitely. Hmm. Michael, was there three of them that got arrested? Three Democrats. I didn't hear that. I saw that one got arrested. I tell you how many. Hmm. Did you see? Was it three that got arrested, Dave? Did you see that? Or
I don't know the number. I saw the one.
okay, I saw the one too. That was the only one that I saw. Only one got arrested. They didn't arrest the woman. Okay. Hmm.
I mean, you can pull emergency things to shut down proceedings. You can bust into places, which they did arrest him. The only one got arrested.
Wow. You know.
And that's what I was having the argument about this morning, or debate, was the chatter was saying basically because of the wrongs, that basically it was time to just take things to another level and take over buildings and stuff like that. I'm like, no, you have to have the rule of law. You cannot have mob rule. Get these people, enforce the law, yeah, but if they won't do it, then they're violation of the constitutional law. Then arrest them, put them in jail. We can't have mob rule out here. My
No.
God, that's how you have countries have a 200,000-300,000 people get killed because of that.
Yeah.
That's what these people want. They want a war inside this country.
Yeah. I don't know which ones were actually involved with that. I remember the Sam Bankman-Fried thing, and that was the whole Bitcoin and all that. That was uh he wasn't nothing more than a thief. Uh well, yeah. Those politicians stole money with him like a RICO case they charged Trump here in Georgia. Yeah, there is that too. Maybe, but you don't hear nothing about that anymore. It has billions of dollars laundered through Ukraine. Oh, here's Sick Steve. Hey there, guys. I'm back. I was bad, but I have found God, and now I would like to apologize for all the trouble I caused.
God bless you, man.
God bless you. Um, but we've got so much stuff. It seems like everywhere we turn, it's laws for thee and not for me. We got to have laws for for everything except for these people that are out there breaking them left and right, uh, and the ones that are benefiting from them, from the laws being broken. You know, they don't. They're all against that. That's not. We can't do that. It's like all the ranting and raving about Doge. They're complaining. I mean, screaming and gnashing teeth and everything on that. They ain't one time mentioned the fraud and abuse. Not one mention of it. They said, "Oh, he's killing Social Security." Well, he didn't kill it. He may have slowed it down a bit, but that's not killing it, and that's not ending it. Well, I think slowing it down is ending it. No, it's not. My goodness, it's already slow as Christmas. I mean, they can't do much to make it much slower. Oh. Yeah, I remember they were screaming about that too. It's just like the cocaine they found in the White House. Everybody's hush hush about. How can I be quiet about the biggest crime ever?
That's right.
I wonder whose that was.
It's got to be a Democrat. That's all it takes.
Yeah. Oh, if it had been a Republican doing that, well,
it would have been 24/7 news cycle.
Yeah. Yeah. And if it was well, we already saw what happened if it was something shady went on, like a RICO case with a Republican. They did it to Trump, charged him, but they're not going to charge anybody else, not on the Democrat side.
They would have had the satellite trucks backed up, surrounding the house and the neighborhood and everything else, whoever they thought it was.
Grandpa Hickory says it was Biden's cocaine. Which one, Joe or Hunter?
They probably shared a little hit, little bump. Here, Pops, this will help you. You'll be a little sharper out there when you face Donald Trump. We give you a little bump. I got it.
I know it's debate night, but it'll help.
I'll tell you what would be interesting, and take it as far as you want. A drug test for every member of Congress. Surprise drug test. Every sitting member of Congress, with the results to be shared publicly.
Oh, that would be awesome. That should be a requirement, dude. That should be a requirement. I mean, there's a lot of jobs out there that require drug tests. A lot of them.
Well, your federal jobs and stuff like that. I mean, if you're going to like, pilot and all that stuff, I mean, you got to go through all that.
Good evening, Miss Elizabeth.
Can you imagine how many of them are on dope?
Oh my gosh.
There's a bunch of them are alcoholics.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
Well, a
whole bunch of them.
To be fair, I'm sorry. I think they sprinkle cocaine on Biden's ice cream to help him move from room to room. To be fair, if I had to sit in the same room as Maxine Waters and AOC and Elizabeth Warren or any of those nut jobs out there, I'd have to be high. I couldn't stand it without it. My goodness.
Well, I mean, it flows both ways. I mean, Mitch McConnell, he was, was sauced half the time, or a bunch of the time anyway. There's a few of them.
Mm-hmm. Wow. But, you think about it. These are the people making laws for everybody in the country. These are the guys that are running the country.
These are the people that vote whether to go to war or not.
They should definitely be drug tested.
Absolutely should be drug tested.
regularly and often. Democrats, Republicans, Independents, all of them. Get them all.
A certain number of them are to be, are to be random.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we test ball players for illicit drugs and enhancements and all that.
I'm gonna look something up.
And I want to just take a second here. I know the world is getting crazier by the day, war-wise. I mean, India and Pakistan are in pretty much dogfights in the air right now. This thing is about ready to break as a full-fledged war. Ukraine, Russia, and other hotspots. But, and I'm not saying we shouldn't work on those things, but we got major issues in this country, like radar screens shutting off for airplanes in the air. FEMA that can't seem to find money to fix, emergencies and other things. We got infrastructure that's falling apart.
Yep.
We've got to get stuff fixed here at home. I'm just really sick of hearing about around the world. In American First, we believe in taking care of the home team first. We got major issues going on.
Yeah.
We got planes in the air. We're shorthanded in the FAA. We got screens that are shutting off for 30 seconds at a time. They can't tell where they're at.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
Well, there was one goofball that was saying that he can't remember more planes crashing ever. That Trump had the most planes crash ever during his first month or two there. And it turns out that Biden's was almost double what happened during the Trump administration. Craziness. Check this out, Dave. Drug testing is required for certain federal jobs, such as those in law enforcement, air traffic control, postal service workers, and many others. Drug tests are required when first hired for select occupations. After that, generally unannounced throughout your career. If it's required for law enforcement, it should be required for lawmakers. Right?
I think it should happen.
I wonder if we get somebody to make a bill for
that. Oh, they'd never pass it, but it should happen.
Well, if it doesn't pass, it should be one of those where you see who voted for it and who didn't. How could you be against drug testing as a member of Congress? How could you be against it unless you were a drug head? I'm just saying.
Now, Barry, it's getting ugly by the day, by the hour, really.
Yeah.
They don't like each other. They never have. They're fighting over land. This thing's been going back and forth, but we ain't often seen any dog fights in the air between pilots, and it's really close to a full-fledged declared war between these two. It's only going to take just a little spark,
little push,
and the people will almost demand it, and then that's going to be ugly. Sorry, your phone is having issues. I think it's all messed up. Maybe it's sunspots or something. My satellite radio was horrible coming home. Internets have been bad. There's all kind of stuff going on. Or it's 5G.
Or maybe
it's 5G tower.
Or maybe it's time to switch to Patriot Mobile.
That's right.
Promo code cornbread. Use that promo code cornbread.
Right here, baby.
There you
That's
go.
Patriot Mobile right there.
Was that phone
business phone? Dang right.
Dang right, it was pink.
Patriot Mobile. Where you call them up and you can understand them.
Yes.
And you don't get routed to a foreign country. I could not understand you, sir.
Oh.
Could you speak a little louder?
Oh, I get them on that all the time. I cannot understand you, and I can't. If I honestly can't understand somebody what they're saying, I'm going to tell them because I want to hear. I'm trying to get information usually. I'm like, I cannot understand what you're saying. Can you please get me with somebody who can speak plainer? Oh, they don't like that, but they'll do it eventually. It's crazy. Uh, uh, Barry, I don't think we ought to put that one up there. We need to put that one up though. This is what hackers are doing to airline industry. Is that Chinese hackers, Russian hackers? Is it bad influence coming out doing that? It's hard. I haven't seen any proof or any evidence of that, but what were you searching, Barry?
Maybe it's the algorithm, man. I don't know. Our show has caused you all kinds of stuff to come your way. Their phone's listening to you, man. They heard conversation. So the algorithm has said that's something you're interested in now.
Barry, you didn't do a search on that, did you?
Something crazy going on.
Yeah. Oh.
Appreciate everybody coming in here from all the streams. We welcome to if it's your first time here. Well, they use you can keep your platform like Verizon or AT&T or T-Mobile. Now, in talking to them, they have 3 different things. You can actually switch, like if you're traveling or something and something works better, you can actually switch in your phone. You can actually switch to a different one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
If something works better, you can switch it. There's 3 different ones. They told me about that too.
Do they charge for that or is it included?
It's included.
Oh, wow. That's pretty neat right there. It must have been cornbread with low-fat milk. Be careful.
If whatever plan you get, you decide how much data you need. If you go over that, and they don't charge you no more, it just eventually will slow down. But you decide what level you want to be at for what you're going to use. But if you got Wi-Fi at home, you should never go over.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually up my amount of data because when we do the festivals and stuff, I want to make sure I don't run out while I'm out there on my phone because I like to wander around and talk to people. But it's that eats up some data. But hey, you popping in. Her and Miss Elizabeth are in here to keep it straight tonight.
Straight.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about Jen, but Miss Elizabeth's the one that took us down the rabbit hole. And you know what they say about rabbits?
What do they say about rabbits?
If you got 2, you're gonna have a whole bunch.
Okay. Talking about multiplying like bunnies.
Sure, that's what rabbits do.
Michael said they first put me on T-Mobile, and I called them, and they switched me to AT&T.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I mean, they want your business, and it shows. What company offers the option to switch to a better carrier? That would be T-Mobile. Does that, and you can go ahead and use a promo code from us, Cornbread, and get your first month free.
Patriot Mobile. Not
what I say?
T-Mobile.
No, not T. Patriot Mobile.
But you can switch between 3 of those.
Yeah.
whatever works best for you. Again, there's a lot of variables. Where do you live? What's the terrain?
Yeah.
You know, there is not a carrier out there. If you're going down in a deep gully valley, probably ain't going to drop a call here and there. That's just the way it is.
But some areas, like here, I'm kind of in a gully, a little bit low spot, and one service works better for me, and the other ones don't. So, but yeah, you can change it on the fly. Apparently, there, Jennifer, and that is Patriot Mobile. Promo code cornbread.
Cornbread.
Yes.
I'm telling you, man, I love it. I absolutely love that, man. Sometimes things just work out. And that worked out.
Yes, it did. Michael says if your phone can hold 2 SIM cards, you can get 2 different numbers and carriers.
And most of the newer ones will.
Yeah.
And the only reason this is true right here is because it's Friday night. If it was Monday, wouldn't be calm.
I think she's only got like 7 days left to deal with kids too.
Yeah, but there's a Monday in there.
Oh, 2 Mondays. Oh, you can't blame all that on her now. She was pretty nice. And except when she was trying to get Barry to get his wife on there.
What are you talking about?
Miss Elizabeth.
I didn't blame anybody. I said she's not calm tonight because it's Friday night.
Yeah. She went off on us on Monday though.
There you go, Michael.
There you go. 41 a month. But we would do that at the same time. 2 Mondays left.
They run from 26 all the way up to 76.
Wow. And see, I could.
The best thing is you're not dealing with a mafia company. You've got a good America First company. I'm telling you, I have called a lot of companies, and I am not blowing smoke. I have never had anybody was as respectful and took their time with me as I did get this business phone set up, because we had to jump through a couple of hoops. That young man was amazing. And by the way, how many companies you call up, they're talking about their faith in Jesus Christ. That was in that call too.
Wow. You don't say that anymore. You don't.
Talking about their love of all life, the preborn. I mean, he just went down the list. He said, this is what we are. We stand on that. Awesome.
Yes.
Just awesome.
I don't know who it was, Michael, but I took care of that. I don't know who that was. I got him out of here just as fast as if he'd called me fat. Well, sounds like rain has slacked off here a little bit.
Yeah, there's these some of these local smaller folks. You can get better. I'm not a fan of the big behemoths. They just and they try to squeeze everybody else out. They absolutely try to destroy the smaller carriers.
Yes, we finally got some rain down here. Hey, Michael, if someone's hacking you, which
Don't know, brother. They probably copy. They probably it probably is a lookalike. They do that.
here, let me
It's always that one. It's always that one string. Always.
all right, Michael, see what that does.
They do mirror accounts,
Yeah.
and it's always coming out of there.
Ed is probably just saying the one that logged in earlier said he was back and all that stuff. He's probably the same one that's been coming on the last few days, I would say. Dave, will you shoot him a text, see if he'll pop back in? I banned it. See if that guy made a clone or something. See if he's
It's the same stream, man.
okay. I don't know which comments were where it was made from, Barry. Uh,
If you have your Rumble accounts, just go to SF Podcasting and come in there. Southern Fried is not up, but SF Podcasting is. And we'll absolutely drop the stream. We'll stop this.
yeah.
It doesn't bother me a bit.
No, don't bother me a bit either. We'll ban them suckers just as quick as we can. Because we're not going to put up with that. We believe everybody should be able to speak what they want to speak. Don't you come in here and talk for somebody else and try to make us believe what's all that.
Just switch over to Rumble and go to SF Podcast. Or to Facebook, or if y'all have those.
Yeah. Facebook or YouTube or Rumble.
All right. Just take that one out, Rob.
How about that? I'm going to send a report in on this as well.
There's always some nuts out there. Got to try to rain on somebody's parade.
Yeah.
Mama's little basement keyboard warriors. You're good, Jen.
Yeah. All right. So, Barry, did that get that taken care of?
Well, hopefully.
Yeah. I don't know why they have to keep doing that. Uh-oh. Did I change my YouTube name and left?
You're good, Michael. Sorry.
Uh-oh. Now you've done it. You woke her up.
Woke me up? Who woke me up?
Uh-oh.
Nobody woke me up.
Oh,
I
she's
came
got
out
her
to get,
glasses on.
do what?
She's got her teacher glasses on.
No, those are my everyday glasses. I gotta have them see. I gotta see to drive, to do everything, honey. I come out to get me some egg drop soup, but is somebody picking on somebody?
Well, we got some hackers going on here tonight.
Oh,
Control.
who they picking on?
They got on. Well, we've already banned them. They were copying names, like they copied your picture the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some of that going on here tonight.
Oh,
Hopefully, we got them banned.
good. Because they can't be ugly to our people now.
No.
Now I'll go off on somebody for that.
I'm trying not to give nobody a chance to.
Well, you better than I am. Look, I'm turning you sideways because I'm in the car and I'm gonna put you right up here on the dashboard because I'm
How is
going
it
back
that
home.
bright? How is it that bright at this time of day?
Oh,
Did you see
well,
blue sky in that day?
you probably I'm sitting in a gas station and so there's lots of lights around.
Okay.
It's really, I mean, it's still kind of bright out, and you can still see the pretty blue in the sky and everything. But it's getting dark.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
getting dark. But I've been very fortunate. I've heard that the north and the south have gotten quite a bit of rain. I hadn't got any.
I got to give you
Well,
credit for using two hands on that steering wheel.
Always,
and 10 and 2 also. Look at that.
always, always. That's something my daddy put in my head, preached in my head, honey. You keep those hands on that steering wheel. And which I was brought up with no cell phones or anything, and so we didn't have to worry about that. It was always 10 and 2, 10 and 2.
We need to get Elizabeth a dash cam so she can just as she's driving, we'll see all the crapola she's having to deal with.
Oh,
Oh
that'd be cool.
gosh, I'm telling you, I'm not going back up north this weekend. I am waiting and going next weekend. My youngest grandbaby turns 1 next weekend, and so we're having her birthday party. And my my baby girl, the one I birthed, today is her birthday. So a big shout out to my baby girl. She turned 28 today. Happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday.
her.
Yeah.
Birthday.
And so I called her this morning, of course, and sang happy birthday to her. And called her on my way to work this morning. And her oldest, which is 2.5, I can hear her in the background. I was like, Lord, what's she doing up already this morning? She said, Mama, she's been up. What are you talking about? I said, put her back to bed. It's too early. Put her back to bed.
Oh my goodness. Well, Dave, let's run us a quick commercial. I need some coffee, dude. I am just about out.
I am out.
I
The
am
power's
out.
mine. I've been so tired all day long.
Oh, I know you have, brother. You've had a
I
lot
didn't
going on.
sleep but about 3 or 4 hours last night.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
it's been
So, all right. Well, let's run us quick. We're gonna run a quick commercial, guys, and we'll be right back. Dave, I'm gonna keep picking them out. And
we'll get it.
oh.
Here at the Southern Fried Podcast, one of the blessed things we've been able to do is partner with the wonderful people at Animal Rescue Alliance, Inc., ARA. These folks are a no-kill shelter in Donaldsonville, Georgia. You see the contact info on the screen. And these folks would love to have you come adopt a dog or a cat. They have folks that come from all over the United States, not just the state of Georgia. They're great folks. It's been a wonderful partnership between Southern Fried Podcast and ARA. And we've been blessed to meet some of the folks that have adopted animals from ARA. Also, we've been able to encourage people to donate and volunteer. They encourage volunteers that are in the area, and they're just wonderful people. We'd love for you to contact them, meet them too, go on their website, see some of the animals, and we know you'll want to partner with them too by taking a dog or a cat to their forever home. Join with us, the Southern Fried Podcast, in support of this great work of the Animal Rescue Alliance, Inc., ARA. We know you'll be happy you did. I know we are. This is David the AM with the Southern Fried Podcast. We are now an affiliate of Podbean. Podbean is an audio platform which helps you get your voice out there. You can go online and go live from your very phone that you use. You don't have to have a lot of special equipment. It's nice to have a studio, but it's expensive. You can do those things from your phone. Hey, I was a listener of Podbean before I even became a podcaster. Maybe you've thought about being one. There was a time when I didn't think about being a podcaster, but think about it. You've got things to share. It could be as simple as baking, or it could be working on a car. The stories are endless that you could come up with to be a podcaster. And there are people out there that want to listen and to your stories and to your shows. And we're thankful for all those that watch and listen to us. Podbean is now an affiliate of the Southern Fried Podcast. Unless you're a business plan, that would be the bottom one. The one on top, use that. You'll get discounts, and also the Southern Fried Podcast benefits in this as well. I love Podbean. They also help launch out to many other audio sites. This saves me time. Time is precious. Time to be on the podcast. Time for research. Time to be with family. And yes, time to work. Yes, we still work out there in the workforce. So become a podcaster. Use Podbean. And when you use these links, one of them, you will save money, and you'll also help the Southern Fried Podcast. Thanks so much for all your support. Take care. We'll see you soon. And we are back on the attack. Cornbread Nation, Redneck Destination was Walterboro, South Carolina this past Thursday.
Dave.
Yes.
I missed the first part. How is Miss Lynn?
Well, it's been a hard day. She's in some ways a little bit better, and in other ways, she's got a long way to go. She's feisty.
Okay.
She does not want to be at the hospital. She wants to be at home. She found out they were talking about rehab for 10 to 12 days after starting Monday. She got mad. And,
well, I can understand.
My wife don't get mad too much, but when she does, she's hard to deal with. I'll say it.
Yeah.
She's better than that. She don't like no. She said, "I'm ready to get out of here." They just got to get her.
I can understand that. Yes.
Let her out.
Yeah.
No, she ain't getting out. She's not happy. The good news is the third CT scan showed that the brain bleed was gone. So that part is good.
Oh, praise the Lord.
Her face looks a little better, but she's still got the swallowing problems, and she's weak, very weak. But she ate good tonight.
Mm-hmm.
She had a little ice cream, a little chicken noodle soup, a little Diet Coke.
Oh, wonderful.
Like that. She had family up seeing her. She was still giving orders out about taking care of the dog and putting things where it needs to be. She did tell me she loved me.
There you go.
She rode me kind of hard all day, but she told me not. She loved me.
Michael, which new handle are they posting?
Well, I want to. I hope Barry's still on here. Mary listen, I have to apologize. Everything was always meant in jest and a good time, and I hope that you know that. And I hope I didn't ever take anything overboard with you. Um, so if I did, I apologize.
You what? You broke up a little bit. I don't know what you're talking about. You what?
Monday night, for Monday night, I, I was saying if I took anything overboard with Barry, I wanted to apologize because everything, was always just meant in jest and having a good time,
You're all
and
right.
everything was always meant in fun.
You're all right. Thank you, Miss Jennifer.
So
Yeah, got hundreds of people that have reached out praying for her. It's been a hard few days. We get through. Mostly dealing with jacklegs.
Yeah, they have been a bunch of them around. Hey, Michael, what are they? Which new handle is that? The MRM that they're posting on?
I mean, if they are, we're not seeing it in here.
Yeah. I'm looking here. Dave, I've got a pretty good idea where it's coming from. I think I'm just going to nip this.
I'm sure.
Sig, we're glad you found God.
Thanks, Barry. Appreciate it, man.
All right.
Well, she's had two light strokes that they took forever to diagnose. I think I actually diagnosed it first. So she was already under outpatient care for that. Her balance has been a little off, as will happen with strokes. She's fallen a couple times around the house, once in the store. But the other night, she face planted at a restaurant, knocked her out. It was pretty brutal. It really shook up my family.
Oh,
Really, really shook up my family.
yes. I hope I got.
Barry, do you have Rumble?
Yeah, pop over to Rumble, Barry and Michael, if you can.
But look at the SF podcast. We don't have Southern Fried up. We're having trouble with StreamYard. It just ain't wanting to show it. I don't know why. I created it out of Rumble, and I'm gonna have to dig into it and find out what's going on. Yeah, it was rough. Yeah, go to Rumble and come in under SF podcasting. You'll see the studio version. You should.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of folks in there now. You'll see a little extra content available there because it shows some extra camera angles and stuff. But just do the Rumble Studio. SF Podcasting. SF Podcasting. It's live right now. We've got it linked into StreamYard. I'll take care of that.
Yep.
Yes, Barry. Yeah, she looks like she's been in a major car wreck. She don't even want to see a picture of it. Her sister took a picture. I said, it's fine, but do not post that on social media. We are not letting that picture get out. That's the only one that was taken. We're not taking any.
Right.
They let her do it, but I said, don't post that up on any social media. I wouldn't want to be done that way.
Barry, I banned him. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. I went ahead and banned him. And I've tried to ban all the other accounts that he's been hacking into. What they're doing is they're making a clone of the account. It's just your name and your picture, and then he's posting under it. Yes, you're right. It is crazy. Uh, that's why I recommend people just going to Rumble. Uh, YouTube is full of knuckleheads like this.
Their security is just not as well as others. I don't believe. My opinion. It's always that stream. It's always that platform. It's the one we've had trouble with.
You know, I'm not terribly opposed to just ditching.
Well, yeah, and I would say the only reason I haven't already taken out of the stream is because some of you in here on YouTube. But if you switch over to Rumble and follow us there and come back in, I will take it out of this stream right now. I could care less.
Yeah. You got to use the SF podcasting, Michael.
Yeah, don't try Southern Fried. Do a search for SF podcasting. It's live right now. We have multiple Rumble accounts.
And I hadn't noticed them coming in on Facebook doing that. So
I don't know that we're leaving, Miss Jennifer. They may make us leave. They kicked us before, so
yeah. And that's where all these knuckleheads are coming in from.
But what we would ask you to do is to make sure get a Rumble account. It's free. And
okay.
I'm not sure what. But anyway, we can't control that. All we can do is kick out. That's something you'll have to take up with YouTube.
Yeah.
If they're the cloning and all that, we can make a report. There you go, Tar Man. There you go. He's found his way into the studio. And if it doesn't show up, I'll put your comments over in the StreamYard.
So, Michael, did you just say in YouTube, hey guys, this is me. I don't think I'm going to do Rumble?
I don't think that's him.
Let's make sure. Just reply back in the Rumble chat there, Michael. I can see your reply there. Did you just say that you weren't going to do Rumble on YouTube?
He's probably topping.
Probably. It takes him. He's working on phone probably, and it takes a minute.
So how is Miss Jennifer tonight? Are you having a good Friday night besides all this crazy stuff here? It's not him. It's not him.
Okay.
There you go, Tar Man.
Yeah, Rob
don't. You're rocking in a free world now.
All right, Miss Elizabeth.
It actually helps us. Well, we're glad you're having a good night. We're glad you're having a good night. Any big plans for the weekend? Appreciate all you folks from X being in here. God bless you. We appreciate you.
Jen says, I'm still watching, but making chicken salad. Oh, I didn't know chicken was made from lettuce and tomatoes and stuff like that, but I guess so.
Yeah, man, that's cool, Michael. Just Rumble, man. We're doing that more and more anyway. No big plans for the weekend, Jennifer says. Well, a rest and relaxation weekend is always a cool ticket. The coffee is good tonight. On that note, we should have our coffee here in just a few short weeks. My goal is to have everything set up by June 1st. June 1st.
That'd be awesome. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. Then I'll have to get me another magnet that shows that. I need one that has like Mammoth Nation, Dubby, and then I'll have to get one for the coffee. And I'll be a running billboard. That's okay.
That's
If
right.
they come out as good as that one did right there, I don't mind. Now, I know over time that'll fade, but it'll take a while. I'll just get another one the next time. But we are going to have the initial hope is to have 4 to 6 different types. That's a good place for us to start. And we'll have different blends and our packaging coming to your house,
Yes.
including, and that would include you can get K-cups for those that want. We'll make sure something that's available in that as well.
Yeah. We might have
And on that note, I'm working hard this weekend, even with everything going on, to get our email and social media from MailChimp. Hey, Mr. Sherbert, to get that ready to go out, hopefully next week. I'm trying to get everything set up. Been working hard at getting those things ready. Long time no hear. How you doing?
yes. I've got to turn the air down real quick. I done got hot. They got me steamed up. Let me just say.
It may just be a hot flash.
It might be. I might have hit menopause.
Might be.
You know, when guys hit a certain age, you know, they go through their change of life too, and it's called menopause. Well, we hate to hear that, Mr. Sherbert. You know, we like it when you would actually come on. We've always had a blast with you guys. So oh
That's
man.
what I'm doing right now. I am powering through, praying and powering through.
Amen to
That's what I
that.
got.
You know, it's funny, uh, you know, we really, really, really one of the reasons why we started the podcast, number one, we wanted to. But the other thing was one of the things when we did it was we said we wanted to push the word of God too, as well, as along with talking political and stuff like that, and issues that people want to talk about. Uh, but it seems like as we push that out, you know, it just kind of cranks right back on us a little bit. But that's all right. That's all right. Because we with the Lord's help, we'll persevere and overcome.
This just in: the Braves lose tonight, 3-2 to the Pirates.
Oh,
Can't get to 500. Just can't do it. Can't do it.
Just can't seem to just make it. I gotta put that back up there. That does look good.
They did a great job on it. They really did. Of course, Patriot Mobile sent us the other. Chris made the top one. I made the bottom one on the right, and I just put it together and sent it all up. That's hot off the presses. I just got that in today, right before I went to the hospital.
Wow. No, we're not on Zoom. We have our own studio.
We're pushing about 13 streams right now, Barry. And then we just bring things up into StreamYard. But we're on Rumble Studio right now. We've got podcast accounts as well as personal accounts that are airing the show right now. Yeah, we use StreamYard, but we also use Rumble Studio as a sometimes we just go air from there. Yeah, we do use that, but sometimes we use Rumble Studio.
Yep.
Then we take the recorded version, download it, and send links out to a lot of other stuff, be they audio sites and others that we can't put the full show on. We put the link there. We've got fans on all kinds of sites that really like our show, but they don't see it live. But as soon as I post them up, we start getting thumbs up and stuff like that. That's what we are here. Rob is major league, I'm minor league, so he's overpaid show off, and I rock.
What? That's just clickbait jealousy right there.
I'm just the old man here.
The old man. Yeah, you are 60 now.
I am. I thank God for it.
6 decades. That's speeding on country roads.
I have a 17-year-old granddaughter and a bunch of other ones behind that.
My goodness. 17-year-old granddaughter.
Well, thank you, Miss Jennifer. That's what nice you say. We try.
Well,
You're going to have to mention Uncle Jeb when you say that. You can see him behind me. He's not going to like it. His name wasn't mentioned. Georgia Bubba will be okay with it. But Uncle Jeb might get a little. By the way, the Jeb and Bubba show is about halfway completed with everything that's been going on. There's a little bit left to do, a little over halfway completed. And there is another commissions meeting involving Rob. That'll be coming out in the Jeb and Bubba show. We send a link. We send them a link, Barry. Would you like to come up sometime, Barry? You good people. Michael been up with us.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do that on Front Porch. What? It makes me feel awful old. I was just up with at the hospital with her, and her older sister. She's kind of like a granddaughter to me, and she's got her second child on the way. I feel like time is passing me by pretty fast right now.
Dude, you never know, 5, 6 years from now, you may be a great grandfather.
I might not be here in 5 or 6 years.
Well, hopefully you are. Well, unless the rapture happens. If the rapture happens, I hope none of us are here in 5 or 6 before the end. There's a story here I really want to pull up. My computer is running at the speed of smell. I think my hamster had a stroke because of the weather. There we go. Uh, 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 this is off Fox. So here we go. I would love to. Says CNN senior political commentator Scott Jennings laughed at fellow network commentator Anna Navarro Thursday night after she insisted former President Joe Biden doesn't tell many lies. The conservative commentator burst out laughing at Navarro, also a co host on ABC's The View, after she denied reporting that Biden had told former Vice President Kamala Harris to leave no daylight between their agendas while she campaigned for president last year. Navarro recounted that Biden denied the daylight comment during a live interview on The View earlier in the day and that she believed him, adding that she doesn't think he lies often. Jennings asked her of Biden, "You think he's ever told a lie?" Navarro replied, "I don't think he tells many lies," prompting Jennings to bend over laughing. Oh, he didn't tell many lies. What was all the gaffes and the stories he was told about, putting the Medal of Honor on the guy and all this? Oh my God. Mm. uh, I find that humorous. I love it when left eats left. And they do it so often. Uh, well, Mr. Sherbert, if you want to, I think we had Asher up here. Did we not, Dave? Was it Asher or Mr. Sherbert?
I don't remember. I've slept since then.
I have too.
And it didn't do me, well, kind of slept, but it didn't do me no good.
I'll tell you what, send a email address to our email there at southernfriedpodcast@yahoo.com. We'll see if we can get you a link. It's fixed to come across the ticker here in just a second. So there you go. southernfriedpodcast@yahoo.com. Here, I got a. Let's see. Yes, Jennifer T. He absolutely is.
Facts right there. Facts.
Absolute facts. And it's bad when even the legacy media, or as I call it, state TV, even laughs about it. Hey, I'm running super slow. There it comes in.
It's one of them deals.
All right, let's see here if I can do a reply. And it is on the way, sir. All right. Absolutely. I ain't got no use for none of those. None of them. It seems like I think my biggest issue with legacy media is it is state TV. They tell you what to say, what to think, what to believe, and some of the other conservative shows are just as bad. You know, I still am promise you, we would be so much better off if they would just tell us the news. We're Americans are smart. They think we're dumb, but we're not that dumb. We can make up our own minds and have our opinions. So, yay. There's Mr. Sherbert. How are you doing tonight?
Hello.
A professional dingus. I like that.
Yes.
Oh, oh,
I graduated top of my class at Dingus University.
oh. Steve called me a dingus the other day. What exactly is a dingus?
I think it's slang for like just moron.
Oh,
I'm not really sure. no one's ever no one's ever
I
asked.
think you're right.
I think Steve was wrong.
No, I just mean that it's what that means.
I could check.
I think that Steve meant that for the full intensity of what he said.
Here, okay. I've been using this word for 20 years and I'm just now learning what it means. Here we go. A person who occasionally pisses you off, but at the end of the day, you still love them.
So Steve loves me. I knew he did.
Well, we know he loves us, but sometimes he's got to be shaking his head. I'm sure he is. We are to pull up his show.
You think he's live?
I don't know if he'd be live this late. Sometimes he goes 2 hours. He said he wasn't having no problems. I bet he's in there banging steel.
Oh, did you get to see the shirt that I made for him, Mr. Sherbert?
No, I just got here.
No, I made him a shirt here a while back. When he first started doing his lives, we pulled him up here on our show, and I was just talking for him.
Who's that?
And he was going back and reading my comments, and I made a comment about that his Fords looked like an easy bake oven because he's a blacksmith, and he had a little box up there, Ford and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, he didn't like that. He ran all the way across the room. He said, I can feel the heat off that thing way over here. And, he made a big to-do about it. And I asked him what size light bulb he had in that easy bake. But, I got me one too. But this is the shirt that I sent him. It's a nice pink color.
Celtic blacksmith have fine Ford. That's good. You made that?
I had it made for him.
Oh.
I had to do it. I got one more shirt I've got to make too.
What's that?
Well, we have a racing show, and we had a bet going, and somebody lost a bet. They're gonna have to wear a T-shirt that I make for them, and I'm quite sure it's gonna proclaim them as a Kyle Busch fanboy.
Is that a team that they're like that they don't like or something?
Oh, it's a race car driver. He says he was old and wore out and wasn't going to finish the race. And yeah, he finished. So now he's going to wear a shirt. And his mom's going to make sure he does.
That's nice. Now, I told you you're going to wear this shirt. I don't want
to. Yeah.
Which moms have forever been making boys wear shirts they didn't want to wear. I remember my mom used to have this one. It's the only shirt I ever truly hated. It was like a wool shirt. I don't know where she got it. She always used to make me wear it to church. I hated that shirt. I think I finally just destroyed it. So
what do you
just make me wear it again?
What do you mean destroyed it?
I think I took scissors to it or something.
Okay.
It got ripped, Mom.
I don't know what happened. It just fell apart.
Well, I was done when we went to the lake and I got sunburned really bad. And as bad as it was before that, after putting it on with the sunburn on, because it was on my shoulders mainly, I said, that's it. Covert operation. Take out the shirt. Mission
I'm
Impossible.
telling you, Mom, the sunburn was so bad it made my shirt fall apart.
Yeah,
You have to believe me.
But I think that was the same sound, the same way that I said that when I was in the service, and they wanted me to wear a dress blue uniform in the Navy. And if you haven't seen those dress blue uniforms, you'll know what I'm talking about.
I've seen my dad's, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen. He was in the Air Force.
Oh no, the Navy has that whole flap in the back, 13
Right.
buttons around on the pants. Ugh. Ugh. I mean, I don't want to wear them.
I imagine his was a lot easier to put on. I think everything in the Air Force, compared to other branches of the military, I'm sure everything in the Air Force is quite laxed.
Actually, if you're going to go in the military, the Air Force is the one you should go to. You will rank higher and make more money quicker than the Air Force. You won't be in the infantry.
I always forget that you get paid in the military. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. It just doesn't feel right because they house you, they clothe you, they feed you. Why are we paying you? That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, you're still might want to buy a TV or a house or a car. I mean,
Sure.
you know, it's still a career. So
I don't know. It's just one of those things that you don't really think about, and then you hear it, and then you're like, oh, I don't know why I never considered that.
I'm sorry, we're having some issues with a knucklehead there.
Knuckleheads. I love knuckleheads.
Oh well, this guy here is not really worth even dealing with. So he's crude, rude, and offensive. So we just kind of shut him right on out. And he thinks Dave's the one that did it.
I get blamed for everything.
It's just the default, you know. It's not your fault. It's just what we gravitate to. That's how we tell you that we love you.
Yes.
The preacher always get blamed anyway, so you know.
Yeah. I heard a comedian the other day. He was talking about the different branches. You know how the Army has their battle cry, or whatever, and the Marines have theirs, and the Navy has their "Let's go, girl." I had to laugh.
In the Air Force, it's "Wake up!"
Yeah, wake up. For the Navy was "Go, girl."
Let's go, girls.
Oh, you said that very well. Hey, there's Asher too.
Hey, there's Asher.
Long time no see.
I didn't tell him I was going to be on here.
Oh. Does Asher want to come up too?
I don't know if he can.
If he can, you just tell him to send the link right there to that same one that you did. At Southern Fried Podcast at yahoo.com. We'll do this. We'll get y'all on there at the same time.
Don't answer that.
Oh. No, he's not behaving. He's on here with us. Oh, they go, no. I'll tell you what, y'all pick a night. Monday, Tuesday, or Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. We'll see at the same time, or we'll see what we can do.
Well, once he's having some, I don't know how to describe it without giving out too much. He's having some like setup issues, I'll say.
Okay.
I think like in a month or so.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he said he's moving back and forth between states right now. So he doesn't really have access to his computer at the moment.
Okay.
But I think when he does, he should be able to hang out because we do want to we make videos together. So I think we're going to do some more stuff when he gets back.
Well, great. Now, you said earlier that y'all had podcasted together before.
Yeah, that was a while ago. It was perfectly said. Oh, great. I thought I butchered that, but thank you for that. But it was like a year and a half ago. We used the same service that you guys are using. It was called the Asher Cast. It was so bad. Like we had no idea how to do a podcast. It was basically just if you were to just record an average call between us, there wasn't a whole lot going on. We didn't have a time limit. We didn't have topics to follow. It was just like, so what do you want to talk about?
That sounds like us on here sometimes.
Then it's just silent for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
There's only like a handful of good moments that I could think of right now. I'm sure there were plenty of other moments that I'm not thinking of.
Wow. All right, now I've asked you this before. Where are y'all from? No, it's been a while.
Originally, or where I am currently?
Where you at? Both.
I am from Alaska. I was born there, and I lived there till I was 11 or 12, and now I am in Virginia.
Okay.
And I've been here.
Oh, Virginia.
I've been here since 2013. I want to say.
All right. And Asher's from Alabama. Are you from Chinbone, Alabama?
I don't know where. He's currently in Mississippi right now.
Okay. So, Alabama. We make fun of Alabama on here quite often. I can't help it. It's me. You know, that's where they get telephone poles. Because all the trees are straight in Alabama, especially the family trees. But
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
I think all the family trees in Alabama are shaped like jigsaw puzzles.
What? No, just the outside edges. I've been picking on rednecks for a while over in Alabama, and I'm allowed to because they're like right next door to me, and have been forever. And like I'll wear my Georgia hat over in Alabama just to see the remarks that I get.
I love
rednecks. Well, you know, they all originated in the panhandle of Florida.
Yeah.
And they spread out all over the country.
Dude, I've been to Florida. It's gross.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going back to the Redneck Riviera here at the end of the month. You know, I still have to go down there every once in a while.
Though, granted, every time I've been in Florida, it was like December. So I don't know if I got the full experience.
Oh, no. If you want the full experience of the Redneck Riviera, you must go like on Memorial Day weekend. Trust me. Oh, all the kids are out. Oh. They're driving around on their motorcycles, the great big jacked up trucks. They're getting out there from the panhandle. I mean, they just come out of the woodwork. But yeah, rednecks are great.
I remember walking past a Burger King, and then a homeless woman started talking to my dad.
Are you sure it was a Burger King and it wasn't somebody just...
It was definitely a Burger King.
It could have been some guy cooking on a grill in the front yard.
It was the fry cook. He just got fired. He went over to my dad. Please give me a job. Please. He's like, I don't know you.
I need to make burgers.
I need to make burgers, please.
Oh my goodness.
It's Florida. You can get a burger just by getting like shoes off of the antenna.
You can't get one in Rob's hometown. They tell you all they got's fish.
Okay, get a fish burger.
Guy said, we ran out.
We've got a new burger. I mean, this thing's been up 2 years, okay? And the only other fast food place we have in my hometown is a Hardee's. You know,
Hardee's is super underrated.
Yes, but Dave goes by Burger King and to order a hamburger, and they ran out of burgers. It ran out of burgers.
They're just King right now. I'm at the King.
What the? My cat is doing something crazy. I don't know what he's doing.
I think the spirit of the Burger King just entered your house right now.
I think it did too. So, Dave, I'm thinking I might have banned the wrong berry a while ago. I don't know.
What?
No, we had somebody that was calling. and coming in, and I might have banned the wrong one. I don't know. I don't think I did.
And the wrong person. Misfire.
Misfire. I may have. I don't know. I might have to unblock both of them, but just to make sure. But yeah, I'll check on that here in a little bit. Yeah, I don't really like banning people.
I love it.
Well, when they come and act like this guy, I think the only one I truly enjoyed banning, and it was this guy anyway. He managed to imagine another one. He came back in. He called me fat. He said, "Rob, you're fat." And Dave saw the comment and just let it keep scrolling up the screen. He had this kind of smirky look on his face, and then I saw it. I said, "Who you calling fat?"
That actually reminded me of something. It was episode 1 of the Asher cast. Right at the so I don't know why we were doing this, but we were letting just random people join in without any sort of vetting process whatsoever. It was just, hey, come on in, whoever's watching. It was right at the end. Some guy joined and he turned his camera on, and it was like the worst things you could ever put on YouTube. Like, we had to turn off the stream immediately.
Oh. See, I wouldn't do that. You know, y'all are getting a Jax.
Is that like Jack in the Box, or?
It's kind of like a, yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry, I had to
Use some damage control.
Yeah, real quick. Jax is kind of like a cross between Hardee's and, well, it's the closest thing to a Jax is probably Hardee's.
Okay.
They do a good breakfast. They do good burgers and stuff like that. But yeah, Jax is real close to Hardee's.
Is that an East Coast thing?
Well, they've got them. They're getting one in Northwest Georgia, and there's some over in Alabama down here. I haven't seen any in Georgia.
Oh, I've seen these.
Jax, yeah.
Yeah, we've got Jacks in it.
Okay.
Porto.
They're not bad.
Near me, but
We got one in Chickamauga.
all about the sub. I like have you ever had Raisin Canes?
That's the new rage up here. It's not been open long. My granddaughter loves it.
I love it. I just don't think it's that filling. Though then again, I am a giant, so.
Yeah. Oh, question. Is it just me, or every time you go to a Chinese buffet, you're hungry before you get home? Or is that just me?
No, that happens to everyone. I don't know what you want to call it, but like you eat it, you're super full. You're like, if I eat another thing, I'm gonna explode. And then you get home, you're starving.
What's up with that?
There's no in between. It's just you're full and then you're starving.
Absolutely. What is up with that? What is it about China fried rice and egg rolls that does that?
I don't eat egg rolls.
Oh. You don't eat egg rolls?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I feel like you just had such a disappointed look in your eye.
Man, I love egg rolls. I egg roll. Now I'm sad. You eat crab raccoon?
You look like I just took your favorite toy away.
It took my toy away from me. I'm sad. I feel horrible now. I'm like, okay. What's wrong with egg rolls?
I've just always been a very picky eater.
That's okay. Dave is too. Well, he's not super picky. But if he thinks it sounds bad, he ain't eating it. When we had the Mayhaw Festival down here, I was eating gator tail live.
Gator tail?
Yeah.
Live gator tail?
No, I was eating it live on the air.
What's that? What's that like?
Oh, it's good. It tastes like gator tail. I mean, it's Similar to chicken.
Now, how do you know what a gator's tail tastes like?
I was about to say, if you say that tastes like chicken, I'm gonna stab you.
Well, it does kind of taste like chicken.
So every time I ask somebody, what does that taste like? They're like chicken. I'm like,
Oh,
that doesn't tell me anything.
It was deep fried. It's probably a little firmer in texture than chicken,
You say
and
it's
it probably tastes like chicken because most people fry it anyway. You know,
just soft.
And that's yeah. But it's a little firmer in texture than chicken is. It doesn't have the same bite.
It's like a very well done burger.
Yeah, yeah. It's a little tough, but I mean it's good. Mm. But they had on alligator hats and everything.
Now you didn't say nothing about it being firmer or a little tough when you.
Well, you didn't ask for any depth in that.
I asked you that day. I said, "What does it taste like?" And I said,
It good.
"Like chicken," and they had a fit because I said that.
He's really sensitive about his gator tails. Okay, come to some slack.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they go around telling them they had the best tail in town for $5.
Yeah.
I've been told I have the best tail in town. Sorry.
Well, they probably would have agreed with you because they was telling everybody. They was hollering out, hot tail here. Best hot tail in town for $5. Hot tail, $5. You got hot tail over there? We got hot tail over here.
That's too low.
They were having a ball. But they had these potato fries. But they had like a blade. It was just stationary. And they had a potato that they would put on a drill and push it up to that thing and fire that grill off, and it just spiral cut the whole potato. And they fried that up along with the gator tail. Man, I about hurt myself eating that stuff. It was good.
Cross between fish and chicken. So it's like halibut, would you say?
Yeah, maybe a little bit like halibut.
I liked halibut. It's like the only fish that I liked aside from shrimp.
Yeah, I was stationed up on ADAC years and years ago, and out in the Aleutians, and they did a lot of fishing for halibut and stuff like that up there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I got plenty of halibut up there.
Thanks, Michael. You take care, brother.
You ever have a bison burger?
Yes, I have.
I love it so much.
Oh, it's expensive, but I like it. David, have you had a bison burger?
No.
Dude, once you have a bison burger, you can't go back to like
I've
Angus
not had
beef.
buffalo either.
I don't know if I've.
That's the same.
Is it?
It's the same thing.
You go someplace, it might be called bison, but you go others, it's called buffalo.
Is it really?
Oh, man. He threw that out there and stumped both of us. We're both just sitting there thinking.
I just Googled bison versus buffalo.
We're both like, isn't it the same thing?
Who will win?
Look at him smirking. He did that on purpose. I like it.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is like the differences between a gator and a crocodile. Bisons have a large hump on the back. Buffaloes do not have a hump.
Oh. So it is two different things.
Yeah. So
Well,
I don't think I've ever had buffalo. I've definitely had bison and it's delicious.
Yeah, bison burgers.
It's also better than like traditional cow meat. It's better for you.
Yeah, it's leaner.
Yeah.
It's less fat. You know, that's one of the things that puzzled me. You know, everything's supposed to be leaner, and they're talking about fattening the cows up to take them to market and fattening up the pigs, and you know, take them and have them butchered and
They're
stuff
just
like
trying
that.
to get ahead of the next crash.
Oh, I do know because I was a butcher for most of my life.
Mm-hmm.
That the higher the fat content in the lean, the higher the grade of beef it is. So
Makes sense.
because beef actually gets most of its flavor from the fat and not from the lean. Plus, it makes it more tender. So if you go out and a lot of people go to the store and they buy this big hunk, this ribeye or T-bone that's just solid red and no fat. Oh yeah, look at that big beautiful steak. And they take it home, it eats like shoe leather. They're like, well, it was a beautiful steak. Well, okay. What you wanted was that one right next to it, had all that fat in it that you thought was, it's probably less healthy for you, but it does taste a lot better.
I was never a fan of. I just don't like fat in general.
Oh. Well, I do.
There it is again.
Made me sad again. You can't say that. You said you're a big guy. I'm a big guy. You can't be talking bad about us big guys like that.
I'm big, big in the sense that I'm not like overweight. I'm big, like I'm a giant, literally. Like
okay.
I don't know
So
if
Rob, he's not saying he's fat like you. He's just saying he's a big guy.
I'm just
Big
large.
difference.
I don't know how to explain it. You see one guy and you see me, and I'm bigger than him, but I'm not fat.
I'm
Fat
very
and the American says, and I'm not calling you guys fat if that's what
You just killed Rob's ego.
You did. No, hurt my face. No, you're the one that called me fat. No. Hey, I'm big enough. I'm big enough. I was a wrestler. Okay.
I'm not saying I'd fight you because I'd lose.
No. No, you wouldn't.
I promise you, I would lose.
You wouldn't lose now. Trust me.
Me and Rob are the fat versions of Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing a single episode of that.
We're what happens when you Beavis and Butthead gets old.
Yeah.
They just say cool but slower.
That's right.
Cool.
Well, see, I think personally that when Beavis and Butthead get older, or Beavis and Butthead, they turn into this. And once you get to this point, then all you can do is sell propane, and propane is septic.
You sound just like him.
You're welcome. Lady Bird. Oh.
Damn it, Bobby, I told you not to be on the Southern Fried Podcast. I hate it when you're on there.
That damn it, Bobby. Take those pink panties off of your head. Yeah.
What you listening to, son?
Well, fishing is not about is a man's sport, and it is a sport. I've had more fun doing Hank Hill over the years. And that was Beavis that did the voice for Hank Hill, wasn't it? Mike Judge.
I know they're written by the same people. I don't know if they're voiced by the same people.
Let's see if we can find that out. Who voiced Hank Hill?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because I know that he was on Beavis and Butthead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mike Judge is a voice actor known for voicing Hank Hill, Beavis, and Butthead.
Sweet. Oh, he voices both of them. Cool. That's
Wow.
like Justin Roiland does both the voices for Rick and Morty.
And
I always loved that.
I can't say the guy's name from the sci-fi knockoff of Star Trek.
The Orville?
Yes,
Norm MacDonald?
the captain.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't say his name.
I always liked Scotty on Star Trek.
Yes.
And the Doctor. They just had the great voices.
Says Seth. I've never seen the Orville, but it says Seth MacFarlane is in it.
Yes. And he does all the voices for Family Guy as well.
Yes. He does Peter Griffin.
Stewie.
He does Stewie?
I think so.
That's where the money's at. It's voice acting.
Yeah.
You'll work a
I've-
lot. If you can do
I've been
multiple voices, you'll work.
I've been
you'll
trying to
make a
get
lot.
into it. I got a vocal booth in my house.
Once you get one,
Yeah. Then you're
if
up.
that character hits.
All right, here it is. He does. See. Stewie Griffin. Brian Griffin, the dog. Glenn Quagmire. Tom Tucker. Peter Griffin. He does Stan Smith on American Dad and Roger from American Dad. So yeah, Seth MacFarlane does a whole bunch of them.
He's also Ted from the movie Ted.
Yes. So yeah, he's pretty amazing. But you're right. If you could ever get a voice acting job, man, that'd be awesome.
Be a dream come true.
Oh,
I once did an impression of a character from a game I like called God of War. For another friend of mine, and I was explaining it to them, and they were like, "Are you in the game?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I'd be a very rich man if I was, but unfortunately, no."
Well, if they ever come out with Hank Hill again, I think I'm going to audition for it. Oh, I think I could do it.
I want Hank Hill in God of War right now.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Hank Hill in God of War.
It's a good game. It's one of my most favorite games now.
I'm going to take this sword.
You listen here to me, boy. That's what he says in the game too. The main character, he calls his son boy all the time.
Oh, boy. Well, I like how he calls everybody by their name. Like,
Hank?
God blame it, Peggy. Peggy, get in there and cook us some taters while I'm cooking up these steaks.
I have a narrow urethra.
I have a narrow urethra. What does that mean? But
it means I don't got time listening to your bullcrap.
They got and the ones I can't do, I can't do Boomhauer at all, or Dale, or the other guy. But I
get sand.
Well, that Brian is and freaking
look up Dale quotes. I'm sure I could do the voice. I just need to figure out what he says. He's gonna hunt me, kill me like an animal.
Dale. That blame it, Dale. What the hell are you doing? He's gonna hunt me down and kill me. But I used to love when he would appear, when he would come on to Beavis and Butthead. I will admit, when I was younger, I liked me some Beavis and Butthead. I did like it. It was dumb, it was silly, and I wouldn't watch it now. But when I was younger, I thought it was funny. I'm not saying I wouldn't think it was funny now if they were still making them, but I just don't think it would. It would have lost its magic now.
The peanuts are emitting toxins as an evolutionary defense mechanism. They're tired of being eaten and now they're fighting back.
If they hadn't planted peanuts right next to my house, that wouldn't have been near as funny. But because you did the peanut one and they did plant peanuts right next to my house, that is flipping hilarious. Now I'm going to have to hide from the peanuts.
I like the other one with Hank where he's like, do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog.
I just want a picture of a gosh dang hot dog. I've been trying to. I want to get Dave going on some voices too. I bet he could do some voices too. He's kind of holding back on them. Now he does Uncle Jeb. He's got good voice for Uncle Jeb and Georgia Bubba. He's got separate voices for them. I think Dave could do some impersonations too.
Most of the voices I do just for my family. The kids love them. They laugh. In fact, a school friend of Kaylee's begged me to do some voices on the way home from the hospital yesterday, and I did it. She said she about Peter Pan. She laughs so hard.
Asher can do a shockingly good Donald Duck impression.
Oh wow! See, I can't do that. I can barely make the sounds.
I've been trying. Yeah, I could do like the that's it.
I can't do that.
He can talk with it. It's like second nature for him.
Oh wow! Well, when he comes on, he's gonna have to do that.
I know goodness. He doesn't like to do it too much, but because it's just one of those things that like it doesn't take him that much effort at all, and he doesn't like to be recognized for that only.
Right.
The guy I always respected was Rich Little. All those famous people he did voices of.
Yes.
Man.
What about Mel Blanc?
And him too.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a special gift. And they did some tough ones. I mean, some people are easier to do, like John Wayne or something, or even Jimmy Stewart. It's not real easy, but it's fairly easy if you really practice. You can get pretty good at it. But he done some that was really tough.
Who else is that's doing those now? There was another guy I saw the other day that was doing impressions. I always liked Steve Martin's impressions. They were horrible, but I liked them.
What impressions does he do?
Oh, horrible ones. And it was early on in his career, and they weren't that great. And it was done as a joke. They were so awful, they were funny. And it worked for him. Of course, the whole banjo thing worked for him, too.
There was one time Johnny Cash did an impression of, like, he was making fun of Elvis. Like, he dressed up as him, started moving around like him. It was pretty good.
Yes.
You know who was pretty good at some voices was, and incorporated in the movies was Burt Reynolds. He could actually portray some other voices, and they included some of that. Him and a couple of other actors would put some of that in the movies. I remember in, I think it was Hooper, where they did a little bit of that. But they really harkened back to the old Western guys, and they would incorporate some of those voices.
He was in All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yes.
I don't know if either of you saw that.
Yeah, and he's a true student of the banjo. He gets in with the greats.
Yes.
And he can actually get up on stage with them. So it's not a gimmick. He takes that very serious. In fact, I would be willing to bet at the end of his days, if you gave him an award for that, he'd rather have that than anything he's ever won an award for. I will guarantee you that. Because he's a true fan of the greats on the banjo.
I definitely agree with what Jennifer T just said. I think Steve Martin is very talented.
Yes.
Very good at his banjo. Steve Martin.
Because that's what he wanted to be. His whole career was a banjo player. That's why he started off on his stand-up. He'd go out there with the banjo. And, eventually he got the opportunity. I mean, but when you think about the movies that he's done, Cheaper by the Dozen, The Three Amigos, what was the guy with the big nose?
I could have made a joke there, but I didn't. You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, but he's made some great movies. The Pink Panther.
He's in the Pink Panther.
Yeah, 2006. The Pink Panther.
What?
Yeah, he played what's up? Roxanne, the jerk. He was also in the Pink Panther too.
I didn't know there was a Pink Panther movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And quite possibly one of the best ones that he was in my personal opinion, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Oh my goodness.
I've heard of that.
It's amazing.
Dude, there's so many movies that I just haven't seen.
But you take his acting career, and most people would have just flipped for that. But all he really wanted to do was play the banjo.
Yeah. It's always the thing that you put the least effort into that everybody gravitates towards.
Yes.
Well, some things become your job, but the other is your passion.
Yeah.
There are some people who act because they have the ability to do it, but it's not what they love.
Yeah.
They just use that to get what they love. I would say that probably you could take a couple of actors, and I would say that absolutely describes them. They're absolutely very talented, but their version, what they did use the money for was to move off the grid, live on their farm, and people leave them alone. They're not Hollywood types. One of them's Robert Duvall. He likes being off on his farm, and so does what's the one that was in he's been in everything. Men in Black.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones is an off the grid kind of guy. He's not he just uses all that to enjoy his life, what he wants to do.
Yes, the original Pink Panther was good too. I liked his version of the Pink Panther. I also liked him in The Jerk. Now look, there.
The Jerk.
You can't talk about Steve Martin.
That was my nickname in high school.
The Jerk.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rob's was too, but they added a word after it. We won't go there.
Yeah, it's. Listen, what was in the past is in the past. We're over it now.
Right.
Let's just move on.
That's right. It's not nice, Dave.
I didn't say that. I just said that was the word after it.
Yeah, we all know what it was.
I know, Miss Jen. I'm sorry. Bad boy.
Yeah, it wasn't nice, Dave. I might cry.
How come you're the only one who gets a spanking?
Yeah. Well, y'all, we have made it to 10 o'clock on Friday night. Mr. Sherbert, thank you for popping in with us tonight. We greatly appreciate it. We love the company. We'll get you and Asher both on here when y'all can get that worked out, and you're welcome to come back up anytime you want to. Just give us a holler.
I'd love it.
Friday nights is generally when we do that, but we also have guests during the week too. So, but we like our front porch talking. We like to get people up here on the front porch with us. That makes it more fun.
Yeah.
So,
well, these days I could just start a little fire and then bring out my guitar.
There you go. Break out some sweet tea. You play the guitar?
Yeah.
Play it. Absolutely. Come on here, play us a song.
It's too far away.
Okay. Well, next time you're on, we're going to have to play us a song. We ain't going to take too far away is no excuse.
It's literally 5 feet away from me. It's not even.
All right. Well, everybody, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Mr. Shirt, thank you for coming in.
I'm
Dave?
glad to be here. I love being here.
Anytime. Dave, you got anything you want to say before we get off here?
No.
Like, follow, subscribe. Hey, we're over 48,000 on followers, and we're trying to get that 50 by the end of by Memorial Day. If y'all would like, follow, subscribe, and we're gonna try to hit that 50,000 by Memorial Day. That will be
48,000 on what?
Year. So
all the streams.
Yeah, on all the streams together. So.
Oh, combined?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, where are the rest of those numbers coming from? Is that like Facebook or something?
All of them.
All of them, like Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, X.
I didn't know you're on Next.
Instagram.
Twitch, we've got audio sites. So it's quite a few. It's well over 20. Actually, it's probably close to 30 if you count all the audio sites. But
yeah. But
dude, you're on everything. Goodness.
Yeah. So, and it's been, most of ours has just been generic growth. So, but we've had a lot of fun with it, and hitting 50,000 in our first year, I think, is a great milestone, and we're happy about it. So we're close. So we appreciate it. We appreciate everything. We couldn't do it without everybody else out there. So
it's a number most people dream of.
Yeah. So we last talked about this. We remember when we hit 10. And then it was like, we're up to 30 followers. Yeah.
The day that I got like 100 subscribers, I was like, I'm a YouTuber now. This is official.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, we had 1,000. We're like, what? There's 1,000 people out there watching us now. It's still growing.
Even though I'm years later, no progress has been made.
All right, everybody. Thank y'all. Y'all get out there, enjoy your weekend, have a great one. Remember, we'll be on here Monday morning to help you start your work week off the correct way, with coffee and a lot of it.
Be sure to subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, we would greatly appreciate it if you would like, follow, and subscribe, and that way I won't have to eat my dog, Ladybird. Ladybird. Chuck just looked at me funny.
I already ate her. She was delicious. Salute the flag. Leave some comments. Turn on that little bell thing.
Absolutely. Hey, y'all, great big salute. Y'all have a great weekend, and we will see y'all next time. That end of the song. Now we get.
Well, it's time to sit down, grab a sweet tea in your hand, on a worn out rocker with a view of this southern land. I got the crickets singing low and the fireflies in the sky. It's front porch talking time, let the world roll by. It's time to sit down with a little front porch talking with our friends Robert and David, a Southern Fried Podcast. They're gonna talk about Donald Trump, they're gonna talk MAGA, but they're keeping it real like only Southern boys can. You might agree or you might just sigh, but they're Southern fried till the day they die.